it's me, Heather, and I'm back with another video. And today's video is going to be a get ready with me using luxury products. And I say luxury products because that can mean anything for anybody. What's luxury to me, you may not think is luxury, and what is luxury to other people, I may not think is luxury. So I'm going to be using my version of luxury. So it's up for debate. It's okay. No offense taken. Okay. So we're going to get started with, first up is the Guerlain Meteorites Oxygen Care Moisturizer and Radiance Boost. We're going to put this on and then we're going to do our eye makeup. But I like to put this on first. Gives you a beautiful glow. You know, because before I got into YouTube and, you know, really got like kind of in the influencing game, if you will, I thought anything you could buy on the right side of Ulta was luxury. But I've come to learn that that is not luxury to most people. But I think $34 for a mascara, an eyeliner, all that, that's a little bougie for me. So we're going to use the Smoky Eyes Are Forever palette. I think that's the one that I just got. Yeah, I have a few of hers that are like this. So yeah, look how pretty. Ooh. So we're going to be using this today. And I think we're just going to kind of stick with like the pinkies and the gold, rose golds there. I don't have anything on my lids. I am going out for my lunch date. My one and only time I leave the house. So we're just going to make it super cutesy and glammy. I'm going to use this Morphe 505. And of course, you know, it's bright and early in the AM. And oh boy, and they are doing lawn work because it's Florida. We're not getting our landscaping done. We're getting something mulched and dug up and planted. And well, I mean, you just saw how easy that went on there. So let me tell you a little story. We'll just do a little chit chat. Get ready with me. Because I have lots of Guerlain products. And most of you may be new here and haven't followed my blog. You just come from YouTube, and don't know, like, so let me tell you a little story here. I'm gonna go a little story time. A couple years ago, I got invited by Guerlain to go to one of their spas and get like the whole, you know, shebang, massage, like facial treatment, like facials, you know, and then get a makeover. And then I was going to be gifted whatever they used on me, right? And I went to Atlanta for this. And where I'm from is Knoxville. So, you know, a couple hours, no big deal. But I went and I had told the PR rep had set this up for me. So she was like in Manhattan. I was in Knoxville. She was sending me to Atlanta. She'd contacted them. Everything was set up. I got the email, you know, all this stuff. And so I went, and they were much to be expected, but I didn't expect it because they knew I was coming, and like the PR lady from Manhattan was so nice. So I'll just assume that that would be reciprocated once I got to we're going to go in with this happy eye, this straight here. And it was not reciprocated. They weren't very welcoming. They kind of acted like I was bothering them. I had told her that I wasn't interested in like the whole shebang. I didn't want a whole facial and all that. And I had other plans for the day. I was going to be going out. I was meeting my friend that at that time I'd never met. And, you know, I was like, I don't really want to get into the whole picking my face apart, being bright red, and then not being able to put makeup on. You know, she was cool with it. So I went and they were like, are you here for your facial? And I said, no, I'm not getting a facial. You know, we were just going to do a makeover. You know, and then basically you're supposed to go into detail about their skincare line, what the ingredients were, just really giving me the information so I could share it with my blog readers and on Instagram and YouTube if I wanted to. And let's just say it was very lackluster. They really did not want me there. They weren't very nice to me. They didn't gift me anything, which, let me just say, is not why I went, but it was just supposed to be a part of the thing, and I'm not the person to bring it up. I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to say anything. So when they didn't, when they didn't gift me anything, I was just kind of like, I guess it's just not how they do things. So they really made me feel like bothersome. They didn't like me. Whatever it was. Okay, and so all I've done is put these 3 here on my lids. We will come back, see what we need after we get some foundation on. I've ever been into a place where they think like they're not going to help you, like you don't have money, you're not worth their time. Sephora used to have a code, like I can't remember what it was, like Nancy, or it was a name, I can't remember what it was, but they would say that name and that meant, like don't waste your time on her. She ain't got no money, or then they'd have a code for people that they thought was shoplifting. They had a different name for that. And, if you knew they were using that code and you knew they were talking about you. Well, Guerlain didn't have a code per se, but they had attitude, and they made me feel like they didn't think I belonged there, which they may have been right, who knows. I shouldn't have been there, but they should have been at least nice to me. They knew, like, I was sent there to review their products, to talk about their products. But anywho, so I'm just put more of that primer under my eyes where I wiped it off, because this stuff is amazing. If you don't like scented stuff, Guerlain is not for you. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't like burn my eyes or anything. I'm going to use the Guerlain Lingerie de Peau in 00N, and you will not believe this is like zero neutral, and it is still a little dark for me, but that is okay. Very liquidy. It's like water. But anywho, so when I got done and I left, like I said, they didn't give me any like, PR or gift me anything that they used on me. They kind of acted like, they didn't even really want to do my makeup. Just basically really put it out there that they did not want me to be there. So I left, and the PR lady knew that it was supposed to, take a couple hours. So she sent me a text and was like, hey, how's it going? Blah, 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 blah. And I just told her, I said, hey, I'm already done. I already left. It's very yellow. It's probably why I don't wear it very often. But, anywho. So she, was very apologetic. Super nice. I went on, met my friend. We ended up having a really good day, after that. But it was kind of, shitty that they felt like I wasn't worth their time, all that stuff. But I'm not that type of person. I don't, I'm not eye for an eye, not tit for tat, whatever. I'm not going to ruin my day. But I got home, and then maybe like a day later, it was very shortly after I got back home, I got this knock at my door, and I had a big, huge box, and opened it up, and it was an acrylic case. It's not this one here, but I have it split apart there on the bottom here. It was like a 3-tiered, big, fat, huge, like acrylic tray full of Guerlain makeup, and it was from the PR firm in New York. And she called me that day and was like, hey, you should be getting something. And I was like, you did not have to do that. You're very, overwhelmed about how nice they were. And she, we were talking, and she was like, well, so you didn't even get the stuff that they're supposed to use for you on your facial? Did they even go over the skincare? And I was like, no. And basically, they just didn't do anything that they had told her that they were going to do with me. Even if I wasn't getting a facial, I wanted to know about the skincare. I wanted to know what the active ingredients were, what made it different. Like, tell me about your product so I can sell it for you, I can send people to your location. I mean, everybody goes to Atlanta. All right, so it has a very thin coverage, and it's very yellow on me. That's okay. We're gonna bronze her up here. So, but yeah, anyways, we just kind of went over again about what had happened, and she was telling me like what should have happened, what I should have experienced, and what bronzer are we going to use here? Oh, let me show the Tilbury setting powder. I said get this little bitty one. It is perfect for under the eyes. I don't really need it anywhere else around the nose, but it looks beautiful under the eyes. So Guerlain Terracotta 07 bronzing powder. She and I talked about it. A couple days later, I got a another huge box, and it was the entire, almost the entire Imperial line from Guerlain, like makeup remover, you know, everything that I could have ever imagined she sent to me. She was very good to me over the years, not just because of the free stuff, but because she was like so like upset by how they, you know, treated me when she was so excited to send me there to learn. Woo, wow, look at me. Let me get a clean brush. But I just thought it was like a really super nice gesture that she did all that, you know, so that was really nice. But anyways, she left at some point, and a couple of years later, and this new PR firm took over. And I, you know, like, usually you have like a relationship with PR team, and then they move on, they get a whole different company. Which one do we want to use? These are both girls. I went into my bougie stuff today. Let's do this one. ᴃ𝕖𝕥 06. So you never know where you're going to end up. You never know if that PR firm is going to keep the same influencers. You never know if they're going to, you know, share those emails, or if you're just basically shit out of luck. And I got a really nice guy who worked for the new PR firm. So he continued through the next following years after she was gone to sit with so much Guerlain, because obviously the stuff she had given me, I used, and what I couldn't use, I gave to like family, like my mother-in-law. Then he continued to send me stuff, and I have repurchased some of the stuff. So now I just have like a plethora of Guerlain, and you know, it's beautiful and you don't want to use it, but I have to use it. So I've been trying to set it out and make myself use it. So that was that. We need a little shimmer. So we're gonna go with this Guerlain Meteorites Pearls of Powder. And Heather. These are just 3 of the Meteorites that I have. They're collector's editions. I hate to use them. There are, I don't know if you can ever see all the shit I got back here, but there's probably 3 more back there. If you don't know, they're the pearls. Can you see all that coming up? Oh my God. I love how they smell. I know a lot of people don't like it. They think it has like a granny smell or whatever. But I like it. Very subtle. Guerlain is not for people who want to glow like I do. So there is that. Gorgeous. And we are going to hourglass. We're going to use the brow pencil because this was always beautiful on clients. Mother of the bride, the brides. It was always beautiful. It works. It's my favorite. It's got my favorite shape, the little angle. So you literally can just lay it down and fill it in. I mean, I had used the Urban Decay in a previous video, and that is great for people who don't have hair there, that you need to create hair and create a shape. This is good. This shape is good for me because I have a lot of hair, just has no color, because I am, believe it or not, naturally very, very pale blonde. So up until I was like 12, my hair was very light blonde. But, you know, I started dyeing it with Kool-Aid and bleaching it and perming it and doing all that stuff. My hair does not know what texture or color it wants to be anymore. All right, see, look how fast that was. Hourglass, and I'm in the shade, well, it's called Arch. I'm in the shade Soft Brunette. So I totally went with like a gold bronze eye, then rose gold. This little LA Colors pencil smudger brush, and we're going to go with that matte shade back under the eye. So tell me what you think about my little story time. Would you have said something if you went, if a brand sent you? Now, keep in mind that this was like one of the first big, I mean, it's a luxury brand. And, like, when she asked for me to go, I was like, no, it ain't happening. It's not for me. I already know that it's not going to happen. But, you know, she was insistent on it. I have worked with clothing brands. I worked with Lane Bryant, Catherine's, Ashley Stewart, a few I forgot. But I went in store to Lane Bryant, and they were super nice. Like, it took them a while to figure out what was happening, because they're like, we don't know. We got a phone call, but you pick out what you want, you know, and then we'll ring it up and keep the receipt, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So that once they figured out what was happening, they were cool, but they didn't like shun me or make me feel like I was an idiot for even showing up. But I'm assuming it was because it was a luxury brand and they just felt like I was a peasant person or something. Who knows? But I didn't say anything. I'm not that type of person anyways. Like, you know, karma will take care of that for me. I don't. But I did think it was cool of the PR to, something that was not in their control and was not their fault, for them to just be like, here you go. We're sorry. Okay, so that is the eyes. I'm going to align. Mascara. Trying to make sure I don't have anything that I'm missing to show you. We're going to go ahead and set with the Charlotte Tilbury. You can tell. Loving it. I'm going to say cloudy, overcast day. It's probably only going to be 70 today, so that's more than enough. Have that glow primer. I don't have a bourgeois eyeliner. I just, right here, I'm not... I just take what's on the top. I don't dig. So, like, I probably do have a bourgeois one, but... So, we've got Lorac, Fenty, and Stila. I mean, a collective. Before you say, Heather, that's not luxury. This is probably a collective $90. Right? $60? I haven't used Lorac in a while. I used to love this brand. I wish they would just come out with more stuff. Because at one time, I had everything they owned. I mean, everything they made, I owned it, so... We're going to take a little bit of this shadow here up on the brow bone. Just a matte. Kind of clean that up. Inner corner, kind of clean that up. Y'all, swallowing that. It's very pretty. I mean, I literally just use those 3 shades right there. So they gave me all these limited edition lipsticks. They gave me every single one, and some of them they gave me doubles. And I just have the singles now, and I love, not the right color for this look. Look at these colors though. I mean, this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss, because it's sparkly. I'm going to wear a mask, so you're not going to see my lips anyway, so I'm not going to line and do all that. This was in Clouds, if you're interested. Okay, so I am all done. Brush my hair. Oh, thank the Lord. And that is my look I created with the Charlotte Tilbury Smoky Eyes Are Forever palette. Can you see? It's so pretty. And I use this little trio here. So, if you wanted rose gold, they got it. If you wanted something with a little, to smoke it out, like if you just wanted some neutrals, some mattes, you got some greens, and then obviously I use that like bronzy gold there. Very, very pretty. And then all my Guerlain stuff, that foundation is definitely not a match, but that is okay because I am going in to grab my salad and heading out. So, no harm, no foul. I'll definitely check it when I get in the car, see if I need to buff it a little better. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you enjoyed my story time. Yeah, it was a wild ride. We were all over the place, but I think we all collectively got back in the car together and we are leaving with the same story. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.